10 things your grandparents' £1 could buy in the 1950s, Britain. Life in 1950s Britain moved at a gentler pace, and nothing shows that more than the buying power of a single pound. The economy was rebuilding, rationing was ending, and families stretched every coin with care. Yet that little green pound note could accomplish far more than we imagine today. In this nostalgic journey through 10 things your grandparents' £1 could buy in 1950s, we explore the meals, journeys, treats, and comforts a single pound once offered. It's a warm reminder of a simpler, humbler time in British life. 10. A week's worth of bus rides. Public transport in 1950s was inexpensive, dependable, and woven into daily life. Bus fares in many towns ranged from 2 old pence to 3 old pence for short journeys, and even slightly longer routes usually remained under 5 old pence. When you remember that £1 was equal to 240 old pence, the maths becomes almost unbelievable. £1 could buy over 75 short bus rides, enough for a full week's commuting for someone traveling twice a day. Your grandparents could hop on the bus to work, run daily errands, or visit relatives across town without thinking twice about overspending. Students, factory workers, and shop assistants all relied on these low fares to get around. In many communities, buses were social places. You greeted the same conductor, sat in the same favorite seat, and exchanged local gossip on the ride home. This is why bus travel stands tall on the list of 10 things your grandparents' £1 could buy in 1950s. It powered everyday life and connected communities. 9. A full fish and chips. Treat for the family. Nothing says British comfort like a warm paper parcel of fish and chips. In the 1950s, a generous portion of chips often cost 6 old pence, while fish typically came in around 1 shilling and 6 pence. That's 18 old pence. With 1 full pound, a family could easily pick up several portions of fish and chips for a proper Friday treat. Imagine your grandparents walking home from the chippy, steam rising through the wrapping, the smell filling the air. For many families, this was the highlight of the week, especially when money was tight. Even better, some shops threw in scraps, crispy leftover batter, for free. Fish and chips were not only affordable, they were a symbol of post-war recovery, when simple pleasures felt like luxury. This makes them another shining example of 10 things your grandparents' £1 could buy in 1950s Britain. 8. A cinema date with sweets and a drink. A trip to the cinema in the 1950s felt magical. Velvet curtains, ushers with torches, rows of excited families, and the soft glow of the projector humming behind you. Tickets usually ranged from 1 shilling and 3 pence to 1 shilling and 6 pence, depending on the town and day of the week. With £1, 2 people could enjoy tickets and still afford snacks. A small bag of toffees or boiled sweets might cost 3 old pence, while a fizzy drink or lemonade could come in at 5 old pence. Many young couples enjoyed their first dates for less than £0.25. Going to the pictures was more than entertainment. It was a social ritual. People dressed neatly, queued outside, and shared their reactions on the walk home. That warm charm makes the cinema another unforgettable entry in 10 things your grandparents' £1 could buy in 1950s Britain. 7. A pair of everyday shoes. Clothing was viewed differently in the 1950s. Items were built to last, repaired often, and treated with care. A sturdy pair of everyday shoes could be found for around 15 shillings, with some basic designs costing just under £1. These were not fancy shoes, but dependable ones. Leather uppers, solid stitching, and soles that could survive years of wear. Many families bought shoes only when necessary, and a single pound carefully saved could provide something important for school, work, or Sunday church. Cobblers were still common, and shoe polish was used religiously to extend the life of footwear. This shows how even something as essential as shoes fits neatly into the world of 10 things your grandparents' £1 could buy in 1950s Britain. 6. A week's worth of groceries for one person. Household budgeting looked very different in the 1950s. Staple foods were significantly cheaper. A loaf of bread cost around 6 old pence. A quarter pound of tea cost roughly 2 shillings. A pound of sugar was around 1 shilling. A quart of milk, approximately 2 pints, cost 7 old pence. A dozen eggs priced at 3 shillings. With careful planning, £1 could easily cover 4 to 5 days of basic groceries for one person. Meals were simple: stews, pies, sandwiches, boiled vegetables, homemade puddings, but wholesome. It wasn't luxury dining, but it was filling, nutritious, and affordable. Families preserved food, used leftovers creatively, and rarely wasted anything. This is why groceries earn a solid place in 10 things your grandparents' £1 could buy in 1950s. Britain, they kept the nation going. 5. 20 pints of milk. Milk delivery was still widespread in the 1950s, with glass bottles clinking on doorsteps each morning. A pint of milk cost roughly 4 old pence, which means £1 could purchase 20 full pints. Milk was central to daily life. Tea, cereal, puddings, family breakfasts, baking, and school milk programs. Many children still remember the little bottles of milk given to them at school each morning, sometimes partially frozen in winter. Buying 20 pints for a single pound shows just how differently families stretched their budget, and why this belongs firmly on the list of 10 things your grandparents' £1 could buy in 1950s Britain. 4. A month's worth of newspapers. The newspaper was a daily staple, a ritual over breakfast or on the way to work. Most newspapers in the 1950s cost 2 old pence per copy. That means £1, 240 old pence, could buy 120 newspapers, enough for an entire month with plenty left over. The morning paper was the main source of news, entertainment listings, advice columns, football scores, and local gossip. Families passed it around, neighbors borrowed it, and children cut out pictures for school projects. This simple, affordable habit reminds us just how far £1 could go. 3. Nearly 6 gallons of petrol for smaller cars. Petrol in the 1950s averaged around 3 shillings and 6 pence per gallon, which equals 3.5 shillings. With 20 shillings in a pound, that meant you could buy nearly 6 gallons of petrol with just £1. Smaller cars of the era, like the Morris Minor, Austin A30, or Ford Anglia, were light and efficient. 6 gallons could take you many miles, whether that meant visiting family, driving to the coast, or making daily trips to work. Car ownership was growing, and fuel prices stayed low enough for ordinary workers to afford small pleasures like weekend drives. 2. A small but meaningful contribution toward a house deposit. Housing prices in the 1950s were dramatically different from today. While £1 could not buy a house, it did matter. Some building societies allowed first-time buyers to open accounts or begin saving schemes with just £1 or £2 as an initial deposit. This small step allowed young couples to start saving early. Mortgage rates and house prices were manageable for steady workers, and saving plans encouraged responsibility. Many families still remember their parents proudly putting away a few shillings each week. 1. The equivalent of a full day's wage for many workers. Here lies the most powerful truth of all. For many manual workers in early 1950s Britain, a pound represented an entire day's wage. A typical weekly wage ranged between £4 and £6, depending on the industry. That means £1 was not pocket money. It was serious value. Knowing this helps us understand how carefully families budgeted, saved, and stretched every purchase. It also explains how £1 could pay for food, travel, leisure, and household essentials without stress. In the end, 10 things your grandparents' £1 could buy in 1950s. Britain reminds us how differently life worked just a few generations ago. A single pound carried real strength, shaping daily routines and family memories. It's a warm window into a time when simplicity, community, and careful spending defined British life. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.